what happened last session for another Benny.
I could take a swing. Um, let's see, we started by functionally speaking with Nick, and kind of offering and he kind of asking that we deliver the missive for is it William McGee, or yeah, William McGee of the Kansas City Sentinel. Uh, we traveled fairly easily actually to Kansas City. We did bump into a woman who had been hung up in a sanctuary canopy, um, and for helping her get down and potential. Oh wait, you know what? That's later in because that's where we ended. That's right. Apologies. Let's see. To cover things that we went over when we were in Kansas City, Mr. McGee was very opulently generous with us. He offered us pretty much anything we could ask for to join his team of investigators because he wants to know what's going wrong in the West. Um, and know why we've had magical occurrences suddenly out of nowhere. Um, he set us up to stay somewhere very comfortable. Was it a hotel or was it like his house? Like a country.
Never made clear.
Okay, all right. A very nice building where we were wined and dined, and he came by to pitch us one more time, offering to purchase our services. We soft declined. I don't think any of us want to do it, but he begged us to keep us in consideration. Um, and then on our way out of Kansas City was where uh, we met that lady in the sanctuary canopy, which was cool ass lore, if you ask me. I thought that was neat. She offered us a jack of clubs from a dead man's hand. Um, if we were to go with her to to town to tell the people there that the sheep she was herding were her own, or no, cattle she was herding were her own, that she had purchased them.
Excellent. Um, nice. Give yourself a Benny. I'm gonna. Anyone else have anything they want to add?
I want to call out Kane, but I won't.
Okay.
Yeah, I fucked. Yeah, I fucked. It was so good, I wrote about it.
Oh.
I don't know that I'm gonna be able to call last session or this session I fucked. Like I'm gonna want to, but I don't know that that title's gonna
Pretty sure
fly.
YouTube is not going to leave that up.
Right.
I don't think they will.
Right. Yeah. Important detail, particularly to Kane. He did in fact copulate. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Somehow so much worse.
You're welcome.
I think the YouTube account should be banned for that one.
Right. The woman that you found being hanged, Anita Duncan was her name.
Thank
She
you.
was hanging from the tree for, by her estimation, 3 or 4 days when you found her. And was just super fortunate that this tree had seen enough hangings that it would not allow for anyone to get injured under its canopy anymore. It had seen enough and couldn't take it anymore.
She had been hung because she had bought some horses, and then later people came coming up saying, "Hey, you stole those horses." The punishment for which is hanging. And so, as I recall, we are like going with her to the place where she bought the horses from.
That
to
that is
try to
correct,
clear
except
this
it was
up.
cattle.
Cattle, not horses. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. So she, her story is that she visited the McGillicuddy Ranch, purchased head of cattle from the McGillicuddy brother and sister, who I can't remember if I gave you their name, but I don't see why I wouldn't, so I'll just state it now. Greg and Judy McGillicuddy. Claims that she lawfully purchased cattle from them and was shortly thereafter taken upon by a posse that questioned her briefly, accusing her of stealing the cattle, finding her answers unsatisfactory, hanged her by the neck, assuming until she was dead, but did not stick around for that to happen. And that is the state she was in when you found her days later. And yeah, I believe you are on your way to McGillicuddy's Ranch. It is Thursday. Oh, actually, we're pretty close. Thursday, July 3rd.
Oh my God.
1884. Before we get to the ranch,
The hanged lady. What was her name again?
Anita Duncan.
Nita. That's what it was. Okay, thank you.
Yep. Before we get to the ranch, does anyone have anything they would like to do or discuss while you are riding in that direction?
What's her time of day?
I believe we're sort of noon-ish.
Yeah, I think we're just going to the ranch.
All right, fantastic. Let me move y'all here. It's pardon me. It's a couple hour ride out to the ranch. Anita is, at least the early part of the ride, is still very grateful that you stopped and cut her down. Knew that was a weird looking situation. And thankful that you are heading out to the ranch with her, but she does become rather quiet and focused as the ride continues. As y'all pull up, she just hops off the carriage and thank you. And
My vision is a little messy in that I am sitting in an area of pure darkness.
Yeah,
awesome.
Me
But I
too.
can see like over here,
Same.
and I can see a little
Yeah.
bit here.
Well, let's see if I can't figure out what's going on here.
I would guess that I have like vision, but no light source. Like maybe there's a light source in the house, because I can see an open door on the map. Like the
Yeah, I
open
can see
door
the door, too.
icon right around here.
Yeah,
Let
is
me
there
see.
light coming out of?
Well, everything just got gray, as if the light has just gone out now that the door is closed. So, definitely a light source, but also like I am in pure blackness.
I'm in the same void.
All right, let me.
Guys, I went
figure out-
blind. That fucking hat.
Oh,
Oh.
now I can see. There we go.
There we go. Fantastic. All right, so Anita just went storming into.
Yep, following.
Okay.
Following. I can't let the girl with the cool fucking car go away. What's going on in here?
Yeah, as Kane, you have entered. Well, whoever enters, as you enter, right, you see there is another individual, right, who is speaking or was speaking with Judy, and Anita just says, "Oh, Sheriff, I'm so glad you're here. This is." Well, I've been accused of stealing cattle from the McGillicuddies here, and I've come to straighten it out. The sheriff looks confused and says, "Well, I was here investigating the same thing, but I was here because a posse came by the office yesterday and told me they found the cattle rustler and had strung her up. Is that you? And who are all these people?"
Hey there.
Howdy.
Hey,
You in the habit, Sheriff, of letting posses go off and do things without checking in with you first? I thought Sheriff had to actually issue the warrants on an individual.
ma'am, I am not in that habit, but if you've spent any time out west, you'll know that all it takes for a posse to get together is several individuals, a grudge, and some rope.
No, that's what it takes for a mob to get together. A posse is a legal entity.
In any event, I'm here because I was informed that someone was strung up, and I'm trying to figure out what happened. It seems like someone's been pulling my leg. You-
Well, it is the case that someone has been strung up. It was just sort of good fortune that it didn't take. But that is to the point. It is actually the case that Miss Duncan here has a purchase for the cattle in question. She said. So maybe it is a not good opportunity to look into the authenticity of that.
Judy speaks up for the first time and says, "Well, she can swear up and down to the authenticity of it. I've never seen this woman in my life."
Well, there's the documentation, though, isn't there? I'll look back at and Anita.
Yeah, Anita is incredulous and is just fumbling through her pockets for the documentation, pulls out a bill of sale, right? and says, slaps it down on the table. It's like, there, see here? I wrote out this bill of sale, right? And there's my signature, and there's your mark. Right? And Judy looks at it and looks at her and looks at it and says, well, I mean, I see that, but there's only one problem. And Judy grabs a pen and signs her signature under the mark that is supposedly hers. And she says, I can read and write just fine. I can sign my name without any problem. I don't have no need for a mark.
Well, I think then the question would be, Anita, Miss Duncan, where is it that you acquired this document?
I acquired it right here. I acquired it right here on this desk. I don't know what game they're playing, but I bought them cattle, all legal. They've got my $200 or had it somewhere. I don't know if this is some scam they're pulling, if, them people that strung me up are going to come back with their cattle at some point. They're going to split my money. I don't know what's going on.
Adam, do we have to be inside to hear this conversation? Or can we be
No.
like, I don't know if there's a porch or something to this building.
No, I mean, I would say if you're within 10 or 15 feet of the door, particularly now as things are getting heated, you can probably hear what's going on.
Yeah, I think because Thomas would have spent a little time making sure the cart was secured.
Mhm.
And I think I'd like hang out by the door so I could try to hear things, but just keep an eye outside.
Okay.
Well, somebody in here is lying to me, so I think I really appreciate it if we came to a conclusion. Do you got any like ledgers or anything we can look at that will have your prior like signature from right now?
Craig steps up from the back. It's like, I don't see how any of that's your business. We were just talking with the sheriff about our cattle that gone missing. It seems like you all found the culprit, and so your involvement in this business is over.
Well, I
Unfortunately
got
for you,
business with the
it's-
woman, so
Yeah. Unfortunately for you, we've been hired by Miss Duncan here to get to the bottom of this. Try to figure out, essentially, who it would seem set her up. Sold her a bunch of your cattle that weren't theirs to sell. Then, if I had to wager a guess, immediately tipped off the posse to send after her. They get the money, they get the cattle.
It is a clean scam, I will say.
why are you so afraid to show us, huh?
I
All
don't
right.
mean to put too fine a point, but in the matter of evidence, it is the case that only one of them has provided their signature, just as a significant point to you, Sheriff.
Okay, I say we reset our posture on this one. Everybody's getting a little bit hunched forward, a little bit aggressive. It sounds like maybe we're on the same team here. We're both trying to figure out who did this. It's same culprit responsible for both things, right? So we're not working at cross purposes anymore. We're working towards the same ends.
I'm gonna need everyone that's inside to make me a notice roll.
Okay.
All right. Okay. It's probably at this point you've been in here just long enough, right? Y'all, all four of you notice a pretty strong smell. It smells like somebody spilled like vinegar or something. Friendly, you, along with that, you hear sort of Adam, almost hate to say it, but it's just like a wet sort of flapping or like slapping sound. When three things fall from the ceiling, right? I mean, it looks like a blob of flesh, right? One of them slaps down between Kane and Abigail. Two of them, one lands on Anita and one lands on the sheriff, right? And they're let me
I'm so glad I'm the cart guy.
Yeah. The sheriff seems to fight the one that landed on him off, but Anita is not so lucky. And I am going to need everybody to get into initiative.
Yo, I drew
Oh my
huge.
god.
Joan with the A's?
I saw a Joker pop up.
Friendly got a Joker?
Hey.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to pull something garbage. Hey, there we go.
So I got a Joker.
Yeah, you can go whenever the hell you want.
So just me and Ted with our regular number.
Looking up medium blast again.
Gloomy flesh jacket. Come on. Come on.
Would that
You could
be a
have heard
form of art?
3 of these, but I only see 2. I do not like that.
All right, everybody. Here we go. Friendly, you are up.
Yeah, I will take the opportunity to just do something immediately, which is standing in place. I will raise up my glove, and I start to hum audibly, and it slowly lowers and lowers and registers so you can't really feel it as much as you can hear it.
Mhm.
And then a bunch of light pours, like not just like float, but like pours out of all of the symbols on my glove. And I'm casting Holy Symbol.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 1 additional power point to make it strong, and another 2 power points, so an additional 3 total power points to make it strong and to make it bigger, so medium blast template. For
Okay.
a total of 5 power points. Oh, I guess I wanna, we'll take it. That is acceptable. Okay, I have to remember what the medium blast template is.
If you look in the measurement tool, there's a medium blast. Number 2 is a medium blast template. So on the
Gotcha.
left-hand side of the screen, under measurement controls, there you go.
Yep, there it is. I'll move it with me, but so yeah, everybody touching it currently. Can I step up? I guess that would have had to be. I'm fine here.
Okay.
It's just, yeah, initial reaction, do this. So the things about it is any attacks on anybody within, subtract minus. Okay, so yeah, they have to do a spirit roll.
Mm-hmm.
And they get a -2 to the spirit roll currently.
Okay, so if I understand this correctly, in order to make an attack on anyone within this blast template, a creature needs to first succeed on a spirit roll that they are making with a -2.
Yep.
Okay. Excellent.
Yep. Yeah, it's in order to attack anything in this cone, they have to
Okay.
Okay. That is my turn.
Excellent. Interesting. Here we go. Next turn. Which one is this? Okay. Max, can you roll me a D6, please? This is going to determine who this flesh jacket targets, and it's going to go Cornelius, Friendly, the sheriff, Kane, Abby, and roll it again since it's a 6.
Yep. Oh, nope, that's 2. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. It is. Whoops. I'm on the wrong
Kane?
thing. It is going to step up here, and Kane, you're going to need to make an athletics roll for me. It is going to try and grapple you. You need to beat a 5.
Just a skin jacket.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, you two are currently wrestling. It is trying to crawl up and attach itself to you.
That's fine.
Yeah, sounds great. That's what it's doing its turn. Joan, what would you like to do?
Joan's gonna run in and see if there's any reasonable way to help anybody, and then potentially try to help someone with her action.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll just I'm gonna get in and try to move. Oh, come on. It's like over here is where I'm gonna be.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think that I have much of a way to get one of these things off. Is there one of these that is not on someone?
Yeah, there are currently 2 that are not on anybody. This one here, and this one is trying to get itself onto Kane and sort of has a hold of him, but isn't technically grappling him yet. So it's
Alright,
still in
then
its
yeah, I
own
want to
space.
try to shoot that thing.
Okay.
Well,
All right. Bullet goes whizzing by. Hard thing to target as it doesn't have a very solid form.
all right. Well, that's it for me.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna roll a quick die here for Greg. Odds he's gonna try and target Kane, and evens he's gonna try and target Abby. Yeah, he's gonna be targeting you, Kane.
Okay.
Yeah, pulls out Colt, pulls out a revolver. Yeah, that will definitely hit. And I believe, well, let me take a quick look.
He should have a -2 to his day minutes.
Yeah, that will. Where are you getting the -2 from? Is that from your vest?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that will still hit and still cause some damage to you. But I believe you are just shaken. All right. So squares you up, and Bullet finds a weak point in that armor, and we'll say goes through your shoulder. Thomas.
Okay. It's slightly hard for me to see everything that's going on in there, but Friendly certainly called forth the Holy Spirit around him.
Mm-hmm.
I can certainly see some of the monsters. Somebody just shot a gun.
Somebody, you heard some screaming. You see one of these monsters. Yeah.
He got shot again.
I don't know, man.
I thought it was just monsters. Now I'm hearing bullets. So I'm not sure what to think exactly. Okay, real simple though. I'm going to head in and punch the first monster I see. It's very easy.
Okay.
We go in. We come in. We start punching. I do have a question though.
Mhm.
am I ganged up on this guy sufficiently to negate his fellow? This guy here. I have I have 4 allies adjacent to me. Each additional adjacent foe adds +1 to the attacker's fighting rolls. Each adjacent defender cancels 1.
Yeah, so you have. It's a little tricky, but currently you have a +3.
Okay. Trait. I guess I'm gonna give it a +1 and a +2 trait modifier.
Okay.
To represent that the gang up. Yo,
Here
we're
it
popping
goes,
off. We're popping off huge.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
37. Oh, yeah.
God, that's cool.
If only it did more than just additional damage.
You must break them.
Okay, was it? I know one raise is 1 additional die. That's all. That's it.
That's it.
That's
for-
it,
Yeah. Hey, it's cool though. We do like it.
The dopamine is free.
Yeah.
The dopamine is free.
Yeah, I try to get in here and pull this jacket apart, unravel its threads.
Yeah. Yeah, you Thomas storms in the room, grabs this thing as it is trying to gather itself up off of the floor, right? And just rips it in half.
I stand there, let the pieces drop. I just kind of gaze around the room. All right, now who's shooting? That's my turn.
Okay. Cornelius.
Great. Given that the immediate threat in front of me has been eliminated, I think he's going to react a little bit defensively, and absolutely aggressively. I'm going to activate a power. I'm going to going to use it twice, so I'll use 2 actions.
Okay.
And then I plan on stepping back. Our first roll is okay. So if I'm doing 2 actions, it's a -2 to the action, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I am spellcasting to elemental manipulation using wind to force strike and cause damage to this target, and the guy back here. And as far as I can imagine, it's like a single bolt of wind trying to strike through each of them.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's the activation roll. Let's see, which will deal damage to this one first. I guess I can target him, huh? There we go. Okay, so.
All right. Hell yeah. That is you've hit it. We will say that because of its nature, it is hard to say what it's a glob of flesh. Like it's hard to say what it's but it's still moving. That you do know.
Beautiful. Yeah, piece of this is whipped through by force and then into this fella.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Just reading my instructions. I need to roll another spellcasting roll for this. It will be with the -2.
That's
I'll
one
take
way to
that
get around the
success.
-2, yeah.
Yeah. And then damage.
All right. You wing this guy, and he sort of spins around, and as he looks back at you, you can see his ear is now bleeding. It looks like you clipped his ear.
Dick.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, I forgot. Move back. That's my turn.
All right, fantastic.
Adam, just so you know, it looked like
Mm.
because when I targeted the guy,
Uh-huh.
I was looking at the math. It added the gang up bonus in there.
Oh, awesome.
So I think if we're as long as I'm targeting,
Mhm.
it'll check to see like enemies, allies, right?
Great.
Cool.
Thank you for pointing that out. This guy is going to use his running die. I don't think that's going to get him anywhere. Hold on. And that's about all he can do, although he is now out in the open. All right. Kane, what you got? Now, if there's one thing I know about Kane, it's that he's definitely going to want to try and talk this out.
Oh, yeah, no,
Historically
actually,
loves getting shot.
yeah, this is like the only reason I play this character is to get shot. I'm gonna spend a Benny to get rid of that staking.
Okay, well, before you spend the Benny,
Is it so?
you do get a free roll at the beginning of your turn. So I'd
Let's
certainly take
try-
that spirit roll.
let's see this.
Hey.
Yeah, there you go.
Spirits
Nice.
are high.
Right. Perfect.
Well, now I have this Benny because I'm pissed that I got shot more than this fucking fleshy monster, whatever it is.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to shoot this guy, Greg, in the face.
Okay.
That's
Just so I'm clear,
that is
are
my
you
one action.
are you making a called shot?
Yes, this is a cold shot.
Okay.
I don't really like that. I don't like getting hurt all that much. Cold shot. And that
Yo.
was a 6 hit.
Yeah, 6 hits. Let's see that damage roll.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Yeah. You blow off considerably more than a chunk of his ear.
whoa.
Which one was the sheriff?
Old man. Labeled
That
Sheriff
guy's a
Jack.
sheriff.
Okay.
I shot the
But-
sheriff too, actually.
We have the benefit of you not doing that, but also he is right here.
He shot me. I feel like that's self-defense.
I feel
super.
like we have some benefit of the doubt here for sure.
I do have to worry
Oh.
about this gloomy flesh jacket next, but that's for next round me.
All right. Anything else going on?
I guess I'm going to get ready to fight back against this flesh jacket. That's it. I'm going to be looking
Okay.
at that.
Anita on her turn. Let me see what I can see with her. Kane and Cornelius, you two are the ones that have. Well, actually, no, Thomas, you've done damage to this round. Kane, why don't you roll me a D4? 1 is going to be Cornelius, 2 is going to be Thomas, 3 is going to be you, and on a 4, re-roll it.
So I got to re-roll it.
Yeah, roll that one
Okay.
more time for me. All right, Kane, that is you. Anita's still screaming from this thing landing on her.
Frank.
Levels.
Who's Frank Brass? Is that Kane's real name?
Right.
Anita levels a revolver at you, Kane, and takes aim.
Okay, everybody's getting shot. It is now everybody's fault.
Anita's doing it.
Anita's doing it.
I thought, does she look deranged? What's
Make
happening?
make me a
Why is
notice
she-
roll.
Could we all who can see her?
Sure. Oh boy, Kane, you are not going to like that at all.
I don't know
Oh,
why
no, no.
I keep being the only one getting shot at. For some reason. I don't do nothing.
Fuck.
Look, I love having you here, man. I love it.
Thomas with the 16.
What, for sight? Really? I didn't even see. I wasn't looking, but I was.
You 16.
Okay.
What
Seen
do you
through
see
her
with your
deception.
spectral eyes?
Standing right
What?
next to you. Yeah.
We,
Uh,
we have to be serious. One moment in our life, we have to be. Oh.
okay. Yeah, standing right next to you. She has a clear shot and blows a hole through your chest. For now, let me go ahead and make your soak roll, Kane. See if you
do have to
can't.
spend a penny to make the soak roll.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it feels like it might be.
I want to redo it.
You got another penny for that? Yeah, go for
Let's just. I'm going to spend it again. Boy, it's not getting any better. I got like to explode. I might as well spend them all.
Well, if you're taking wound penalties, you don't take wound penalties on the soak roll.
Yeah.
Like, you have not taken those wounds yet.
it
You are
isn't
trying
easy.
to avoid them.
it. Right.
Oh, it's
So,
a
like,
lot of wounds.
Yeah, that's a -3 penalty from wounds.
Right. Well, and the other thing to keep in mind, right, is like I believe I know that this shot was enormous in terms of the amount of damage that it did, but you can only take 3 wounds. So if you soak 1 wound, you're down to 2 wounds. It's not like you've got it's not like there's some hidden number of wounds beyond the 3 that the damage does.
Right. So you don't have to climb your way back up it. You just have to remove that third one.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no overflow, right? You don't have to climb the ladder back up to 3 wounds
Right.
if you took 6. You just have to get rid of that third wound.
Okay. I just
Right,
want,
which I
did
believe
you
you've
tell them
done.
how many wounds I just took?
I mean, it was a 34. Like dice just kept exploding all over the
Whoa.
place.
Why
Whoa.
me? Why is it
Well,
always-
You just shot a guy in the head.
Because he shot me.
That's true. Yeah.
Um,
You're on the right side of this one, maybe.
Where's the baby at?
Yeah. Hey, maybe you should be in this bubble next time.
Right.
I,
Maybe you should be in the bubble next time.
I should have got
especially-
myself in the
Yes.
bubble.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna remove 1 wound is what it looks like is going on here. And let me, where are the conditions? Let's take, you're not
The real question
dead.
is she possessed by evil at the
are
moment?
shaken. Well, here is what I'm trying to scroll back and see who's done what. It looks like Abby was a success, Thomas Friendly was a success. Okay. Here's what you do notice about her. This flesh thing that landed on her, right? The skin tone and everything of it, right? Completely different tone than her natural sort of skin. Right? Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought the thing landed on Judy, not Anita. Am I?
No, it
mistaken?
landed on Anita.
It landed
Okay.
on Anita.
Got it.
Right.
Yeah.
Landed on Anita, and you can see that thing from the neck down, like this flesh jacket has just wrapped itself around Anita. Right.
Shit.
And Thomas, I will say, with your role, what you notice is you've seen this thing drop on Anita and wrap itself around her, right? And you can see the clearest place where you can see the difference is at the neckline. Like from the neck and above, Anita looks like Anita, and from the neck below, the skin looks like this skin that fell from the ceiling. You look over to her right and see that you don't know that her name is Judy, but Judy, the woman standing next to Anita, has this same mark at her neck.
Oh.
Okay. Can I say anything right now?
Yeah, for like since we've all heard it and we don't need to role play, but you can go ahead and say something about it.
Yeah, can I just shout quickly? I think they're all infected with it.
All right. Yeah, so that is it for Anita's turn. Yeah, I think. Oh, I don't think I know. The sheriff is just going to try and run. While he's here.
I was here. He's just gonna blow Friendly's brains out. It's pretty great.
No, he. You know what? He's just screaming and runs out of the building.
How did these people end up as sheriffs? Oh my fucking god!
It's just circumstance.
Usually by election.
He might not be cool with monsters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend one of my 2 pennies because I don't want to be shaken either. Yeah, I think this flesh jacket
The name
is.
gets worse every time.
Yeah, it really does.
Every time you say it.
Right. I think it is no longer interested in you, Kane. Like, it don't want a body that's all busted up, and you're on death's door. Ted, roll me any die. Evens is you. Odds is Thomas.
Odd Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you are technically.
Well, I mean,
No
I think
more, it's speed.
right. I mean, I think you're both in.
within my bubble.
Yeah, and so I need to make a spirit roll at -2. Is that correct?
Yep. Spirit roll -2.
Oh,
This is where he should have gotten the 30 roll. Is on the the spirit roll, not the gun roll.
all right. Excellent. Make me an athletics roll, Abby. You need to beat a. Need to beat
Probably
a.
it's probably
You need to
not
beat a
gonna happen.
4. Oh no.
Hey, whatever.
She's so strong. She's so strong.
Whoa.
You're not the first drunken at. Wait, no, you are the
Good
first thing that
Lord.
looks like you I've had to face off. Never mind.
Right. Just wet slapping sounds as this thing is pawing at you, and
Ugh.
you fend it off.
This reminds you of being back in the lab, a loose experiment or two.
All right, Abby, go for it.
Alrighty. I am going. Oh wait, hold on. I have to look up something. I forgot what the range on heal is. Touch, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
although I think
Yep.
you can spend more points to increase the range.
You can't. Not on self.
Okay.
Self is immune to
Healing
that.
is not self. Healing is range touch,
Or sorry, yeah, you can't go
but
higher
you cannot
than-
use it on anything of touch or cone template.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I do not want to essentially provoke. If I step here, I know there's something about like leaving the melee space of something, but if I move there, am I not subject to that?
You're still good.
Okay. My plan is to take 2 actions, one to heal Kane and one to bolt this creature next to me.
Great.
Essentially, Abigail is loading 2 rounds into her gun, firing at Kane, but not actually hurting Kane, hopefully. And firing the green into the gloomy flesh jacket. Let's just hope I don't mix up which vial is which.
My bad. Wrong
Abigail
one.
Yeah,
Abigail
yeah.
says that as she goes to shoot.
Amazing.
So we will start with the extract on the flesh jacket. Interesting. There's no. There we go. Multiple actions, 2 actions. Roll. That looks like a 9. I feel slightly robbed. I will spend a penny on that. Hey, there we go.
There you go.
That'll at
Better.
least hit.
Well spent.
Ugh, not a great roll. 6 damage. I think it might be. Does that even? Okay, it is shaken. Good enough. And then a different green injection over at Kane. Actually, I'm curious to see if healing is recognized as a thing.
Good,
Once again, 2
seeing
actions. Roll.
seeing Abigail shoot something, it
I will spend
explode a
another
bit,
penny.
and then shoot you. That's so scary.
I will spend another penny. What is going on here?
Oh.
There we
Nice
go.
Explosion. Yeah.
I don't
there
think
you
they
go.
want me to play
Already.
Kane anymore. I think this is what's happening.
I can hit the heal selected button. Wounds to renew. Put -1 of critical failure. No. 1 heal. I don't know if that did anything for you, Kane. Like, I don't know
How
if
many
that
wounds
marked
is
your
it supposed to?
sheet.
Is that
It should only
2
be
wounds?
1 because I didn't get a raise.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it didn't do it, but I can
Okay.
just put it down.
Yeah, you just did it. Great.
And that's it for Abigail.
Oh,
That should have done my PowerPoints correctly, I hope.
right.
I don't think it did.
See who I can see here.
Should not have been 9 PowerPoints. That only should have been 4 total, so I should be at 16.
Yeah, I think Judy here, having been splattered with some of your blood, Kane, is going to assume or going to believe that you're done for and is going to take a shot at Thomas. Let me see.
It's a frontal attack, so she'll I'll have she'll have -2 to hit, or I'll have +2 cover, whatever's.
If Judy
Okay,
is flesh jacketed, then she will also have to do the spirit roll.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
It's one of those where if she were
Right.
normal, no, because
Right.
she's not
Let me
evil.
do
but
that first.
Wait, this thing only protects against evil things?
yes,
Right.
Hey, still pretty good.
specifically supernatural things, really.
Oh,
Right.
interesting.
So,
And what's the number I need to hit again? Is it just a success?
yeah, it's just success.
Yeah,
The spirit
okay.
roll with a -2.
Great. So, yeah, she fires in your direction, Thomas, and it goes well to the right of you and hits the wall behind you. And
Hell yeah. Thank you, friendly.
here we go on to the next round.
Ooh. Good
back at the
lord,
bottom.
what the fuck?
Back at the bottom. Anita got a jack. Anita got a jack.
Yeah, but no jokers.
Yeah, but that's high. At least Joan also has a jack.
Yeah.
I got a queen, baby. I'm going. Oh no, I'm not going first. Friendly's going before me.
I don't. Yeah, I'm
Cody,
going
what
hot.
is it with you and
I
initiative
don't
in
know.
this game?
I don't know. Like, usually it isn't this good. Usually I'm down at the bottom with you.
Hey, wait a minute.
I look. You're at the top with. We're both at the top now. This isn't normal, unless this is like aggressing to the mean.
All right, friendly. What's the plan?
Okay, I'm going to move.
Mm-hmm.
Moving the template might be a trick. You might have to move it onto me. I'll move to here. Okay. I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna do first I'm gonna do 2 different powers. First one is Words of Comfort, which is relief. The second one is numb.
Okay.
So we'll do Words of Comfort to try to remove Kane's shaken.
Gotcha. Ouch.
Oh, I should have a -2. I'm going to use my free reroll
Okay.
to see if I can do better on that.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
That's much better. Okay, so that simply removes shaken and
Right. And I mean, that's actually a 7, but it's still a success.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a success.
Yep.
Oh, it didn't add the -2. Okay. So yeah, that's shaken is removed. The next one is numb.
Okay.
Or it ain't so bad. This one should have the -2.
Good. Yo.
Okay, fuck me. All right, everyone. Well, on a raise, everyone removes everyone nearby removes should be within spirit. So, yeah, everybody's good. Removes or ignores 2 points of either wound or fatigue.
Ooh.
Damn.
They get to ignore 2 wounds. So yeah, the first one is I look over to Kane and I go, "Okay, now square your shoulders," and snap my fingers, and
Released.
suddenly like a little bit of light goes out towards you. And then numb is the that weird like as I start talking, the little wisps spread out to touch everyone.
Gotcha.
And
Welcome
yeah,
back,
that's my
Tony.
turn.
Yeah,
I
Discord
encourage
restarted.
you.
Oh wow, thank you.
I said straighten your shoulders. That'll help. You aren't
Excellent.
shaking anymore, so that's good.
Straighten my shoulders. I just got shot in the head.
Yeah.
I got my
Well,
no, I got my
you
chest
got better.
blown off.
Okay, yep, that's my turn.
All right. Abigail, what have you got?
Abigail is going to look at a couple of the vials, contemplate throwing them into the pistol, but is instead just going to straight up chuck them right at Judy McGillicuddy. This is a yellow cloud that just comes out of the vials as they mix. I'm doing a stun area of effect
Okay.
on the 2 of them. This will be a medium blast template. I'm trying to avoid Kane, so I'm just hitting those 2. I'm only doing 1 action. I'm not running.
Gotcha.
That's a success, but like, how many bennies do I have left? I kind of want to raise on this because that gives them a -2 on the roll, I believe.
Yeah, -2 with the
Fuck it,
raise.
I got 1 left. There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
That's much better. Just hope I don't need those bennies later. If they're possessed, maybe we can cut these fuckers off of them. They will both need to make vigor rolls at -2 or be stunned.
Okay. Great, let's do that.
And then the template can actually go away after that.
Yeah, I'll take care of that in a second. All right, Judy drops to the ground. And Anita drops to the ground.
Okay.
Nice. I just look over at Thomas and I give him a look. You brought rope, right?
Of course.
That's it for Abigail.
All right. Yeah, Anita's turn. Let's see.
4 and 4 is 8, so I should be at 12 power points. This is not calculating power points correctly, by the way, power users, even if you use the buttons.
Nita shakes it off, stands up where she is, and takes aim at you, Abby, and
Okay, she's still vulnerable.
right.
Spirit roll.
Made the spirit roll. Bullet goes whizzing between just about everyone and crashes into this piece of furniture over here. Joan, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna try to just fire a shot right back at Anita.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a Benny here. Oh, click. Okay. Well, that's fine.
All right. Yeah, Bullet is on target, but hits this sort of desk that Anita is sort of kind of standing behind.
Mhm.
Kane, what you got?
I can't even see myself because I think I'm looking outside like my POV.
Okay, what you need to do is click on. You should be able to click
Oh, I just
onto. That's all right. I'll move the turn back.
there. I got it.
You got it. Great. There you go.
Uh, am- what position you said? Am I on the floor or something?
Yeah, you do need
Am
to
I?
pick yourself up.
Yeah. I mean, that is true. But if I was to shoot from down here, would you say I have to drop on Anita?
No, I mean you're in the middle of a gunfight.
I mean, yeah, it's just like I'm not sure who she's looking at. But okay, I am still gonna shoot her from down here because
Great.
fuck her. She just shot the shit out of me. And yeah, I'm going to spend 2 actions. I'm going to shoot her, get up, and then uh shoot Judy if I can. Those will be my
Okay.
2 actions.
Great.
That's a miss on Anita, but that's fine with me.
Mhm.
Stand up, take another shot at Judy. We're going to see. 4, okay. 4 hits, right?
Well, except it didn't add the -2 for your penalty from multiple actions, so that's actually a 2.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, I forgot to set that. There
No
you go.
worries. But you are
Well,
standing up. That's something,
yeah,
particularly
is-
given how things were looking.
yeah.
And actually, it's not a. It's still a failure, but it's actually a 3 because as a result of numb, you don't have the wounds penalty. That's how
Yes.
numb works, correct, Cody?
You ignore the wound penalty. You
Yeah.
still have the wound. You can just ignore the penalty for it.
Right. And so you don't have that -1, which would bring you to 5, but you do have a -2 for the multi-action, which brings you back down to 3.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. All right. Here we go. Let me see here.
Frank Bass.
Frank Bass.
Cornelius, you feel a blade
Yeah.
lacerate your back, sort of where your kidney is.
Yeah.
Yeah, as this guy comes running up behind you and gives you the business with his blade. All right. Anita is stunned. Yeah, she stands up. Doesn't like that you were throwing stuff at her, Abigail. And can't do anything about it. So, like, levels her revolver at you and goes to pull the trigger and just cannot.
I just want to make sure they were
Mhm.
both making vigor rolls to unstun. They don't
They
automatically
were.
unstun. Okay.
Yeah, they both were and successfully made vigor rolls.
She's fighting it. She's fighting it.
Adam's got some
Doesn't
hot
wanna
dice
pull the
tonight.
trigger.
Thomas, you are up.
Okay. Well, I can only take care of one thing at a time. Is this guy, this like flesh thing was here, but there's also like something on the map there.
It's just a piece of furniture.
Okay. Big enough I have to go around it, or I'm able to move through it?
Now you can move through it.
Okay. Anita's our friend. Okay. I'm gonna rush towards Anita. Man, I don't know exactly what to do about it. I would like to I'd like to get this thing off of her somehow.
Okay.
I think she might get hurt in the process, but if I can get it off of her, if I see, I don't know how it works, but I see two avenues, right? One is I could try to like injure it. The other is like trying to like wrestle it off, right?
Mhm.
Like physically just get it off of her. I would like to do that one because that sounds like it won't hurt her necessarily, right?
Okay.
So if that's possible, I'd like to try to do that.
Let me ask for some clarification. Are you trying to determine if that is possible, or is that just what you're going to do? Is you're going to try and wrestle this thing off?
Well, I kind of worked it out loud, right? Of
Yep.
I could either hurt her and try to get it off, or try to just get it off.
Mhm.
The reason I ask if it's possible is because you might say no, it's not possible to remove it, right? I don't know the answer to that.
Right.
So
Well, and
I'm
what
saying that what I'm doing is trying to get it off of her.
Great.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Thomas would not know the answer to that. So,
Right.
yeah, if you want to jump over there, I guess let's make let's start with competing athletics checks.
Okay. I'm gonna step over to here and say, Miss Anita, I know this is a bit forward, but
Mhm.
we're gonna have to get that weird jacket
Yeah.
off you.
And so you need to beat a 10.
Okay. Pretty high, actually.
No pressure.
No pressure. They are vulnerable, but this is not an attack, so I don't think that matters.
I don't believe they're vulnerable because they're no longer stunned, but they are distracted.
I thought the vulnerable lasted until the end of their turn, regardless if they pulled off, right? But remains vulnerable until the end of his next turn. But I also don't remember what vulnerable does if it applies.
Actions and attacks against the target are made at +2, so it's actions and attacks.
Is my trying to wrestle an action?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they are still distracted, so they are at -2 from all trait rolls, which next time I have to remember it does apply to the bigger rolls because that's a trait roll.
Okay, so I'll have +2 on my roll. Oh no, if she is vulnerable, then I won't need to, because it should do it automatically. Okay. Yo. I'm so strong. I'm so strong today.
Popping off.
Whoa, fuck.
Yeah. You have grappled her and can find no place to grab hold of this skin and pull it off of her. But she is grappled.
Okay. Okay. I have okay. then I get if okay, then do they have the entangled condition?
They do have the
currently?
entangled condition.
Okay, okay. With attempting several tries of pulling this thing off,
Mhm.
as I'm wrestling with her, say, slight problem. I don't think we can pull this off them. I don't know how to save them without hurting them. That's my turn.
All right. Cornelius.
Okay. I have a -1 to this. Can I make that happen? Oh yeah, I can. Yay.
Yeah, let's
Excellent.
go.
Okay. So to recap what happened,
Mhm.
Mr. Frank Brass
Mm-hmm.
is the fellow that has come up to attack. Is that correct?
Yeah. Your blood is dripping from his knife.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think it's just pure reflex that the element the wind bolt will come and try to hit him next.
All right.
But I believe actually I would like this to be multiple actions. I'd like to this flesh jacket is still alive, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so I think I'll take 2 attacks this turn with my powers.
Okay, and who are you
Uh,
shooting at first?
Mr. Brass
Got it.
-2. I'm gonna roll correctly. I'll spend a penny.
All right. Yeah, there you go.
Wahoo!
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yikes.
Okay. That is how much damage? 3d4. There should be another one in there. Hello. There we go. Okay. Total of 5 for that.
Yeah.
And then
This guy's sort of spun around and blown back a little bit, but not any serious damage.
Yep. Sounds good. And then I am trying to move my target to. Oh, hello. Uh-oh.
No, you're still here. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, let's try this. There we go. Okay. I was trying to select the new guy.
Great.
Or not my new guy, my second target. There we
Right.
go. Okay. Now it's sticking.
All right.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, Cornelius.
Yeah. What's it look like as your wind bolt just shreds this thing?
I think it's kind of like this same pull of air that that splits into filaments of like needle-like darkness briefly that tear through it and just kind of turn it into a mesh. And then there's just not enough substance to keep its form together.
Cool. All right. The sheriff sees this thing that has run up on you, Cornelius, and spins around, takes like half a step back up against the exterior wall of this building and fires. Yeah, and that is a hit. but again, like the bolt of wind that has pushed this Frank Brass character back from your attack, Cornelius, spins him just enough out of the way that the bullet grazes his rib cage, but is not particularly injured.
This guy
Dead.
sucks.
Yeah, dead flesh jacket, dead guy, dead other flesh jacket. Here we go again, top of the round.
I got a 2. Come on.
Yeah.
Can I re-roll? Can I Benny re-roll?
Do
you have
sure,
to have
why not?
the edge to do it?
You have to have the edge.
Oh, you do
Okay,
have to have the edge.
that's
Okay.
Oh,
It's on,
I was
it's on
like,
the
hell
list
no.
to get
I took
something.
his edge for a reason.
Right. Yeah, the sheriff is none too pleased that he just missed this guy, so he's going to take another shot. Yeah, no luck, unfortunately. Anita is just going to try and pry herself free from you, Thomas. Let me see. Do I make vigor rolls to try and get rid of any of these numerous effects that are
while
on me
you're
right now?
bound, you are
Mhm.
distracted and vulnerable.
Right.
So like the vulnerable would fall out off because of like the stunned, right? Getting rid of your stun, but your bound keeps the same conditions on you.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out. I guess they fall off if I get myself out of the grapple. Is how this works.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So let's roll here and.
Yeah, you're using strength or athletics at -2.
Yeah, no. If you don't beat this 3, it would be stunning.
Okay. Do I need to go against them? Because this is breaking free is attempting to break free is an action using strength at -2 or athletics. But it doesn't say like contested roll unless you want it to be a contested roll.
No, I assumed it was a contested roll, but that's fine. She does not break free. You still have her grappled.
Okay.
Abigail, you are up.
So the 2 flesh jackets that drop down. Cornelius is still hurt. Cornelius, you have an injury?
I am no longer shaken. I don't think I took a wound though.
That's okay. I actually meant Kane, but I'm good to know you're okay as well. One
See?
day I will remember your names, or just to mouse over your characters. Kane, do you still have a wound?
I still have 1 wound, but I also am numb.
Okay. Then I think. Is it worth trying to stun them again? No, this is gonna be real gross. Abigail's gonna put her pistol away and pull out her ghost steel knife and just try to carve this thing off of our friend Anita, who is being held by Thomas.
Yeah, we gotta try something.
Thomas, hold her still. Let's see. I'm not very good with patients who are awake.
He's real wiggly.
Vulnerable and distracted, so I'm getting +2. Distracted actually doesn't help, which is good because this is essentially an unskilled attempt. I have
go for
no
it.
fighting skill. I actually do have a thing for ghost. Why is it? Okay, sorry. My ghost steel knife is trying to use athletics to stab. I'm just going to delete that and make an unarmed skill check. But I am at +2. So straight roll. I got no bennies, so this will go well. Hey. All right, I don't know what her fight is. Or her parry score, I mean.
Yeah, no, that does it.
Hell yes. Oh God.
A skilled surgeon.
Yeah, skilled surgeon. Strength plus D4, but this is a ghost steel weapon, so it is strength plus D4 plus 1. So my strength is D6 plus a D4 plus 1. And this is AP1, so it will reduce her toughness by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, that's no good. That's 5 whole damage. I have no bennies left, so I can't even reroll.
Yeah. You dig this knife in and can tell as you start to peel this outer additional layer of flesh away that you've got the right idea, but this being your first attempt, as you peel the knife through, seconds after you move from an area, the bits of that exterior flesh, that flesh jacket, leach back onto the skin and pull itself tight again to Anita's body. Yeah, so I think what you have learned from this attempt is that this is a successful strategy, although this attempt was not successful.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Great. Cornelius.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're just holding our friend down and trying to carve them open. It's okay.
My
Hold
back
her
is
still,
to
Thomas.
you.
It's too wiggly.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening in there. I got stabbed a second ago. Let's only attack. Let's just try to hit this guy again with elemental manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is all I will do this turn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of exploding tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
And I believe you get one additional die because of the explosion.
Yes. Thank you. There we go. Love to see that. It just says just the 3d4 with a raise, so I think that's all.
Yeah, you spun this guy around enough that you finally get him a good shot, and he doubles over in pain.
All right.
Yeah, I think Judy is
Judy, don't do it. Don't.
Right. Judy's going to try and get Thomas off of her newfound ally in the one way she knows how. It's only going to take the one shot, though. But that will. Oh, yeah, that's many problems.
I'm
was-
in the thing. She has to make a spirit roll to attack at me.
Ooh.
And it sounds like she, might hit.
You talk about Judy?
Yeah, because she's a.
I thought it was only for Supernatural.
Isn't she? She's jacketed.
Yeah, she's
She-
jacketed.
Is she
Yeah,
really?
she
Oh.
is jacketed.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I thought I was just ready to kill her.
yeah, yeah.
Look, it may be
The
that.
funniest part is we all assumed you knew, and we're just like, yeah, that tracks.
Right.
Yeah, I threw this up because of the
Yeah.
two flesh jackets that fell from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Well, everybody still is not everybody's problem, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, had to use my last Benny to do it, but succeeded on that spirit roll.
Oh, god damn it.
Right, and so has takes aim, gets you with a good shot.
Okay.
Oh,
Yo, my free
Yeah.
shake.
Unshaken, which is not great for Cornelius, as Frank tries to stab you again. Oh yeah. Now my dice is working. Oh, now my dice is really working.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets you real good. Right
Okay.
up under the rib cage.
Yeah,
Digs that knife in deep.
let's try soaking that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
And just to be clear, in addition to that, you ignore the penalty for a wound. That's correct, right, Cody? That affects everybody.
Yeah, everybody has. They ignore 2 wounds.
Oh, 2
Or
wounds.
a wound and fatigue, basically.
Gotcha.
Any combination thereof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
You also ignore
So I'm
the
good.
wounds that you are trying to soak. That is one thing that I don't think the
Yeah.
sheet will do automatically.
All right, let me look at that. Oh no, actually, it did do that automatically. Crazy enough.
It looks good. Looks like I've got 2
Yeah.
wounds, but no fatigue.
Yeah, it's got a -3 for wounds, and then the line right under it is remove wound modifier +3.
Okay.
Cool.
It wasn't working for Kane earlier. That's the only reason
Okay.
I mentioned it.
All right, well, it's good to keep an eye on it, regardless, right?
Hey, while we're in this moment, it
Yeah.
says it just gave me shortly after like an
Mhm.
option to soak roll for the when I got shot. It then put into the chat that I rolled a 5, which I didn't do anything,
Okay.
and it says I'm no longer shaken and may act normally.
Okay.
But I didn't do anything.
All right. Well,
So should I be making my soak roll against the attack I took?
right. If you want to spend a Benny to make that soak roll, you can do so.
Okay, yeah, I would since I have an extra Benny.
Oh yeah, look at that right there. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're all good.
I think that's higher. Hold on. No, it's just to recover from shaken. Never mind.
Yeah. All right. Where are we, everybody? Is everybody feeling good about where they are? Anything else we need to get caught up on?
Oh, good.
All right,
Think everyone's
fantastic.
good?
Yeah, hell yeah. Kane, you are up.
Ooh. No, I still don't like her. I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to be spending 3 actions. I'm trying to kill Judy, regardless of the fact. And I see Frank here, and I'm gonna try to put 1 in his head. So it's going to be, I guess it'd be -7 to Frank over there, and just -3 for all my shots to
Well, hold on a
Judy.
second, right? I don't
Is
think.
it?
Why
Can
are
I
you
not do
saying it would
that?
be -7 to Frank?
Okay,
What?
I'm
What
doing a
are?
called shot,
Oh,
and
you're
I'm
doing a
doing a
called
multi
shot.
action, right?
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. That's the part that I missed. Great.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing a shot to the head to try to save uh Cornelius as fast as possible. I
Okay.
will be coming over here
Thanks.
now.
Okay.
These, okay, this all my bullets. Let me target her as well. Boom. So here's these reactions. So, all right, that is that's you. Well, actually, I can ignore that wound, so that'd be a 4. Do I hit with a 4? Just want to make sure.
Well, you wouldn't hit with a 4 because that doesn't include the penalty for the called shot.
Why did it take the penalty off? No, it did. Yeah, that is with the penalty.
No, because the trait die you rolled was an 8. The 3 actions
Uh-huh.
penalty is a -4. That brings you down to a 4, right? And then
Okay.
there's a called shot penalty, so that's going to bring you under 4.
Oh wait, I take the cold shot penalty on top of the other 2 shots as well? Because I did it for Frank. That was the cold shot.
Are you not shooting at Frank right now? Who are you shooting at?
The first 2 are for Judy,
Oh, the
and
first
the
2 are for
last
Judy.
time.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, then great.
Okay.
Roll that damage.
Okay. 6. Do my second shot.
Yeah, plug her in the abdomen.
Oh, I forgot to put my -4. I mean, even then,
Yeah, so I mean that's not going to be a
that's
raise, but it is going to be a hit. So go ahead
okay.
and roll your damage there.
That's a 7. This is the shot that like I think really matters.
Right.
Whether you kill Cornelius or Frank Bass.
I just dome Cornelius. That was such a nervous noise. Here we go. Let's see. It was -8. That's a 1. So I didn't dome you.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you take those 2 shots, you plug Judy twice in the abdomen, and she slumps down, falls to the ground behind that desk. And as you spin around to fire at Frank, just as you pull your trigger, your hand hits the door jamb as you're spinning around, and you fire wildly off into the air. Friendly, you are up.
Okay, so fuck. The only person visibly hurt currently, Kane's got a little bit of hurt, but Cornelius is hurt as well, right?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
I will move and try to heal, although I don't. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna move to here, and then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna tap Cornelius to try to do healing hand, and then I'm going to take another step back towards,
Okay,
or like over one of the flesh jackets.
great.
That is the whole turn.
Mhm.
Let's try to heal.
Nice.
Well, 2 wounds goes away.
Yeah, there you go.
Hooray!
As I tap you on the shoulder, and then I will move to here, standing over one of the flesh jackets, so I'm kind of central. Everybody is now in my dome.
Great.
Thank you.
That's my turn.
All right. Joan, what's your plan?
Okay, so can you remind me what threats we're still looking at right now? Who's still?
Not a lot.
Mhm.
You hear some commotion going on outside, right? And above
Yeah.
table, what you know is that's Frank, who stabbed Cornelius pretty good.
Uh-huh.
And is I need to scroll back up here. Didn't you hit Frank at one point, Cornelius?
Max just went to the to the
Okay.
restroom.
Yeah, I don't know why that's not okay. That's what's going on. Yeah. The only other threat is Anita, who Thomas has grappled on the floor, and Abigail is essentially saying, "Now hold still," right, as going after her with a knife.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what I want to do is just kind of move up over here and get a little bit closer and
Mhm.
just all right, this situation's almost handled. Come on, fellas, let's finish this up. Thomas, Cornelius, you got this, and I want to use my work the room feature to give Thomas a bonus to you know if
Great.
and then the work the room will also give it to Cornelius here. So I'll roll twice for that. Pull my sheet back up. Do. Okay, I get a free reroll. Okay, so that's 9 for Thomas.
Heck yeah.
Another free reroll. And a 7 for Cornelius.
All right.
And
Excellent.
yeah. And that applies to their first action, whatever they do with that first action on their round, and that once that's passed, that it's gone.
Very cool.
Heck yeah. And what is it doing for me?
So I think for Thomas, you got a raise, so that's a +2 to what you do, and then just a
Okay.
+1 for Cornelius.
Cool.
Awesome.
It's huge.
Very cool, Joan. Anything else for you?
That's it.
All righty. Thomas, what's the plan?
Oh.
Yeah.
It might be a bad idea. Holding this person is good.
Mhm.
But I feel like if I'm holding them, well, I guess it's also a question of I am currently holding them.
Okay.
Does that situation change in any way if I don't do anything? Do I maintain grapple or
Yeah, I mean, my understanding is if you do nothing, right? And they continue to fail their athletics rolls to try and get out of it, then they remain grappled.
Yeah. Oh boy, it makes it so if they're because they're bound. That's actually the huge thing right now. Um, is they can't take any physical actions other than trying to break free, right? So like they can't shoot anybody.
Right.
But if I let go and try to cut them, then I can use Jones' bonus that they gave me. But then they're loose. I'm
Yeah.
gonna cut them.
All right, let's see it.
Okay. I let go of them with my free hand, reach down, grab hold of what is this? my Bowie knife. Grab my Bowie knife and then try to just come up from like bottom to top to just kind of cut this thing open and off our friend.
Mhm.
Okay. I haven't used knife yet. Is this? It looks like it's set up. Okay. Knife. I get a +2. Oop, not me. Them. I think I get a gang up on them right now too, which it should roll automatically.
Yeah, let's see that damage.
Okay. Didn't give the gang up, but that is okay. Okay.
Yeah, you
cool.
got the raise anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. It's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, 9 with 1 armor piercing.
She is screaming bloody murder. And you don't have her grappled any longer. Let me see what that's
Yeah,
not,
so they're not
that's not
distracted or vulnerable. Yeah.
right.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Anita. I'm so sorry.
Right. What you do have, however, is a handful of this flesh, right? And you can see bloody tendrils reaching out towards the body, trying to reattach itself. So it's not removed, but you've got some of it in your hand.
Almost there, Doc. Just a few more cuts. I'm so sorry, Andy.
Dead. Yeah, next round. Here we go.
And we do it.
All right. Friendly, you are up.
God. How is it Anita looking? Like the person, not the flesh jacket.
Make me a notice roll at -2.
Yeah. I'm just a people person.
Yeah.
So funny.
Surprisingly, right? Like physically she looks fine for the moment. However, the way this thing was attached and seems to be trying to reattach itself, you can't imagine that situation will persist if you're actually going to remove this thing.
Yeah. Currently, is she shaking the person? Because I feel like we're gonna need her help to get rid of it.
Oh,
It's gonna be a team effort.
Both mechanically and psychologically, she is shaking.
Yeah. Okay, then I will do words of comfort as I reach a hand out and just say, "Okay, you're gonna need to work with us here. We're gonna try to do this together."
What? What?
Okay. I'm removing shaken from her, the person.
Okay.
The person within the flesh jacket.
I think it's all the same, my man.
Look, Anita's our friend. I don't know that yet. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Cornelius,
Okay.
you are up.
Okay. My spirit test popped up, but I have no more wounds, so I can just close that, right?
No, I believe you're still shaken,
Oh, you're
right?
right. Yes, that was
Yeah, so
checked. Yep.
right.
Okay.
And the spirit roll for that is free.
Mm. Let's see. Let's name this. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Although actually, I
Okay.
wonder you do have okay, you're no longer shaken. The question that I have, which will Maggie, if you could look it up, and I'll make a note to look it up a little bit later. But I guess the question is because of your assistance, your work the room feature, Cornelius had a success in the bank, so to speak, right? And so I guess my question is, does that have to be used on the next roll, or can they choose when to use it? Because if it has to be used on the next roll, I guess technically speaking, it should have been used on the shaken roll. But for this instance, we'll just keep it moving. You've rolled a success. You have a success in the bank. That's how that works, correct, Maggie?
I think
I
they
think
just
she's
get a
looking
plus
it up.
one.
I was not listening. I was
Oh.
reading something.
Yeah, no worries. The work the room feature that Cornelius has, they have a success in the bank as a result of that. Is that correct?
They have a
5.
+1 to
Oh, they
their
have a
first
+1
action.
to their first action. Got it.
Okay. So that would have been a 5 for that roll, and then now it's gone.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
Brilliant.
if it's their first action, is
Oh, actually,
shaking
that's a
an
good point.
action?
Yeah, that's not an
Okay.
action. So you still have a +1. Thank you, Sean.
Dandy. How is Mr. Frank Brass looking?
Not great.
Okay. I think for my turn, I would like to. Thomas had made mention of signs of infection, which I had not noticed on the other things, but I would like to try to see if I can see that here. And if I can, I would like to try to hit this fella twice. If I cannot see it, then I only want to hit him once.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make me a notice roll. You know what you're looking for.
Will that suffer a penalty?
No.
Okay. Will this get the +1?
I'm gonna say no because if it gets to +1, then it's an action, and given that you want to take other actions on this turn, then it would take the penalty for being multi-action.
Mhm.
And so
Okay.
I'm thinking you're probably better off just with the rule on that. I'm letting you say, yeah, let's see what's going on here.
That's very generous. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you do not notice that same differentiation in skin tone along the neckline. So you do not believe that this individual is under the effect of one of these flesh jackets.
Okay. That is super weird. In that case, I would like to hit him twice. I
Great.
might have said that backwards earlier, and I apologize.
No worries.
Let's roll a Benny for that. How many do I have? I'll roll another Benny. They reset. This is a thing I'm trying to remember. There we go. Okay, I think I have to just leave that one then.
Well, aren't you getting
And
a +1 to it because this is your action right now?
yes, thank you. Which does make it a 4, which is failure still, right?
No. 4 yeah, no, 4's a hit.
Okay, thank you.
Roll those damage
Um,
dice. But again, just blow this guy back, spin him a little bit in place, and he squares up to you, knife at the ready.
All right, then let's do that second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
and there we go. And I think there should be another. Okay, should there be another D4 because of the raise from the initial roll?
Well,
Is that right?
I mean, there should be, right? But I can tell you right now, it makes no difference as Frank Bass meets his maker.
Okay. Just making sure that I was getting
Yep.
the numbers right. All right. Okay, then I'll turn around panting to everything else happening inside the building.
All right.
But that's my turn.
Thomas, you are up.
Her not being shaken is a problem. Okay. She's unshaken. Do I see that has had like an effect with the jacket? Like, do I visually see a healing occur on her? Like the jacket knit more?
Well, I mean, you see these tendrils successfully fusing themselves back to the body.
Okay. I look at the knife and just think to myself, I just bought this. Why isn't it cutting? I will drop the knife to the ground and look at Anita as I pull my fist back and just say, "Look, I just hope you go down in one." I'm going to try to knock her unconscious, and hopefully
Great.
the jacket goes with her, or it gets off of her because she's unconscious.
Great.
Okay. Target.
That's a lot of hopefully there.
It's a lot of hope. That's all. That's all we got.
Misguided hope.
That's all we got. Okay. I do just want to double check. Right? Yeah, we're non-adjacent. Okay. I should have a gang up +1 because Abigail is adjacent. To me, if I'm a little unclear whether it's adjacent to the foe or adjacent to me at times, but I believe there should be a +1 in there.
Yeah, I think this is a +1.
Yeah. Hopefully it rolls it. Didn't roll last time, but if not, we know we can add a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
I feel like it would make most sense for adjacent to the target because of the classic like front back flank, but
yeah.
What do I know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like if Abigail was in the location of either of the deceased flesh jackets, she would be adjacent to you, but it wouldn't make sense for you to get a gang up bonus
to
at
the
that
foe.
point.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, and luckily added the gang up in there. Like we want. Cool. Okay, I'll add my extra damage die in there. Oh, we like to see that 15. But she's just shaking though.
Yeah, that is. And you're trying to knock her out, is that correct?
Trying to knock her unconscious. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she is. She is woozy. But you see her eyes roll back into the back of her head, and she puts her hand out on the table to try and steady herself, and does so successfully as her eyes, her pupils come back into focus as they focus on you, Thomas.
Okay. Cool. That's my turn.
Man, it would be great if I still had a Benny, but fuck you guys. All right. Abigail, you are up.
All right, well, I'm gonna be stubborn about this. I am just gonna keep trying to cut these little tendrils I'm trying to skin this thing off of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in it now.
We are in it now. Does she qualify as no, she's not distracted or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
No, but you'll get a gang up with a melee with your fight.
That's with +1, right?
+1. Yeah, if you target her, it'll add it.
Ah, yes. She's actually already targeted, so this should work. This is still unskilled, however, so good luck to her. Oh, no!
No!
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
There's nothing that anything could have done about that.
Mhm.
I feel obligated at this point to remind that I do, in fact, have the trouble magnet hindrance, which is as a minor hindrance, whenever the character rolls a critical failure, the consequences are
Yeah.
subtly worse in some way, as determined by the marshal. A hero isn't just spotted trying to infiltrate a U.S. Army fort; someone recognizes their face. A buckaroo doesn't just fail at intimidation; the target has friends. Or a botched attacks roll results in the cowpoke's weapon busting too.
Yeah.
However, this is
Isn't
a freaking ghost steel
I was like,
knife.
it's a
I
ghost
would
steel
hope
knife
this
too,
thing is
right?
not about to just snap. But ultimately, it's the marshal's call.
Wow, you roll your ankle and that's it. Nothing else happens.
I may have just stabbed Anita. Who knows?
She deserves it. She deserves it.
I know what I want to do.
Just kill her. Just kill her, man. Just get it over.
No, I think under the circumstances, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but normally, is this a ghost steel knife? What
Sure
kind of knife
is.
this? Okay.
Go steel, but I don't think that makes it an infernal machine.
Right.
It is
Right.
not correct. It is not under the infernal devices.
Yeah, I think the problem here, and you know what? I'll explain what my first inclination is, and Ted, if you think it's too harsh, by all means, just let me know and we can refocus. But I think as you go to carve this thing off, right? Thomas just almost knocked Anita out. You've got a bit of this flesh in your hand and you're digging your knife into it, right? And it decides, this current host isn't all that great, and it envelops you, and you are now under the effects of this flesh jacket.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I mean, I'm sure.
Okay.
As long as this is not going to result in me having to make a new character for one critical failure, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, like, this in and of itself won't. Right. This in and of itself won't. We'll see what's happening here. Right. Okay. Yeah, but that is your turn. I think at this point the sheriff just screams, "What the fuck is going on here?" And will sort of step back in to try and see what the fuck's going on. By the way, everybody, yeah, you too, Cornelius. Everybody has seen this thing leap from Anita to Abigail. Joan, you are up.
I have a
Yeah.
just a clarifying question. The two people that died that could have flesh jackets on, is there a visual change on either of them? Like does a flesh jacket appear on them as they go down?
No, I mean there is no there is no visual difference. It's not like this thing sloughs off of the dead bodies. But you can see that both Judy and Greg have that telltale mark on the neck where it shifts from their flesh to that of the flesh jacket. And both of them have holes through their body and therefore through the flesh jacket's body and are bleeding out.
Gotcha.
Or let me be clear, because bleeding out, it means something specific in this game. They're dead.
They're dead.
Right. Yeah. Joan, go for it.
Okay, I think I want to. I think I want to just shoot at Anita again.
Okay.
Wait,
She does not have a jacket on her.
does not. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
But
and
you're welcome to do what you want
Right,
to do on your
right.
day.
No.
You have seen that thing
Uh-huh.
jump from Anita to Abby.
Oh, okay. That's.
Yeah, now we're shooting Abby.
Is that what we've decided is a good idea? Like, is
No.
You're kind of the first to act.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you get to set the
Jesus
tone.
Christ. Okay. Do these flesh jackets at all seem like something I could like convince to stop?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could give it a shot.
Oh boy, I don't like the sound of that. I think I'm going to try to just encourage Thomas to be able to like subdue Abby, non-lethally. Like,
Yeah.
you've got the melee strength. You've got to do this. Come on, let's please don't kill her, and try to support again in that way.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that.
Incredible.
Okay. Yeah, fantastic. I get to just roll again for anyone else in the room. Looking at the initiative. And please, Kane, like, don't take this as an opportunity to just shoot someone. I'm begging you. And I'll
This is quite literally the best opportunity to shoot somebody.
yeah.
What I love,
Abigail fighting for her life against this thing, getting on her, and Kane just
I mean,
bam, bam, bam.
So
Right.
that's a +2
right.
to Thomas, and then also a +2 to whatever Kane does, whether he
Okay.
listens to me or not. So
Cool.
Joan, give yourself a Benny, right? For like, oh shit, Kane, please do not take this as meaning like I endorse you just shooting Abigail, but also mechanically, if that's what you choose to do, like here's a benefit to like try to do that. Amazing. All right, and
Yes.
fortunately, we won't have to wait long. Kane, what's up, man?
Y'all so lucky I like Abigail. So I would have just shot her. I'm tired of this shit. Can I try to cut it off? Can I try to cut it off?
Get in there. Get in there.
Yeah, you got a
With my
knife, man?
ghost steel knife.
Yeah, give it a
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, use that new knife.
What do I use? Unskilled attempt?
Do you have fight?
I do have fight. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
that's
That's great.
there you go.
Plus,
And if you target, well, actually, I don't know if gang up will actually work calculated correctly against Abigail, but you would have at least +1 from me.
No, you've got a +2 on for the gang up.
so I have a +4 now?
Where's the
you
other
would just-
+2 coming from?
You would get just a
from
plus.
Joan.
Oh yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Maggie.
Mhm.
My great brain. You mentioned it so long ago, like I don't know, 30 seconds.
Okay, there's the +4. Let's hope I don't critically fail this. If I do, we got to get rid of all ghost steel knives.
All the knives, yeah. No more Ghost Steel.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah,
Oh, I
all
got a
right.
9.
Yeah, let's
Does that
see some
work?
damage.
Oh yeah, I gotta ask. Gotta use the knife now. It's okay.
And also, like, I can't believe this. I this didn't even occur to me. Explain to me what's going on with numb, Cody.
Ignore 2 wound penalties,
I do not
Okay.
have the Ghost Steel
or
fighting attack.
rather, ignore the penalties for up to 2 wounds, and it's
Okay.
lasting another 2 turns.
Is the knife in your inventory as a item?
Yes, I have it right here. I'm carrying it.
I can't remember if mine came auto set or
It-
not.
I mean, the trick is if you roll it from your inventory from the gear tab, right? Then it doesn't auto roll everything. But if you click the little star next to it, so it shows up in your quick access things, and you click it from quick access, then it'll roll. But it's strength plus a D4.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
+1
string-
for Ghost Steel.
Okay, great. And you can just roll the damage. We already know. And actually, if you roll the thing that is the button on the right that has the plus and the die, that'll automatically roll your die for the raise.
Okay. Yeah, but it seems like that's only a 5. That's
You'll
D4,
get
D4.
another. You hit a raise, so you'll
Roll one more
another-
D4.
Yeah, one more D4.
Okay.
So that's your strength die, the weapon die, and then your raise die.
D6 for the raise, isn't it?
I think it's weapon, isn't it?
Oh, you're right.
like-
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the weapon die is.
The weapon die.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to
Okay.
D6s for everything.
Yeah.
So-
Spells, like, specifically
Right.
add. No, I guess they do
That's
add
what
D4. All of mine just happen to do
A
D6.
5.
Ignore me.
8. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, this is definitely the right idea. But you find you're just having a hard time getting through and around all of the protective layers that Abby's got on.
There
All right. Let's see here. Come on. All right. That's not nothing. Anita takes a brief moment and sort of shakes her head as if to clear her thoughts. Looks at you, Thomas, head whips around to Abigail and screams, "Hold her down." And Abigail, not too terribly difficult. You need to beat a 4 to not
On
be
athletics?
grappled. Yeah, on an athletics check to not be grappled.
Nailed it.
Yeah, there you go. Anita reaches out, tries to grab you, has you briefly, but hand just sort of slips down your forearm as you pull
We're team flesh
yourself
suit now.
free. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see where we are. Dead.
I will avenge my fallen flesh suit brethren.
Right.
Let the revolution begin.
Good. Ooh, somebody did something. What just happened?
Somebody got the one that gives us a bit.
Yeah, the
Alright.
Joker. Way to go, Thomas.
Go Thomas.
Yo, I get the Black Joker.
Yeah.
5
Um,
bennies? Oh, the power.
The power. I can fail so many times.
couldn't roll a. Well, actually, you rolled a decent initiative, but just everybody rolled great initiative, so it'll be
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good
I got a face
habit.
card,
Yeah,
but so did 4 other people.
yeah. All right, Thomas, go for it. What's the
Uh,
plan?
Okay. God dang it. Yeah, dang it. Because it's easy to knock out. Well, not easy, but like it's easier to knock out regular people, and I don't know if the doc is a regular person anymore.
Mhm.
Underneath all that flesh. Oh, it's so weird. Okay. Um, there is a knife on the floor. Do I try to cut him again? Yeah, I guess. Because, I mean, we're not doing high enough damage, is the real problem. I feel like if this thing, okay, no, I gotta grip the dock, because if the dock gets like a turn of theirs, shooting them gimpy things, we're dead. That's not good for anybody. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna make a grapple attempt at the dock. What I'm gonna do.
Do I roll to resist or does it?
You do.
Oop. Okay.
Okay, where's my? I thought here we go. Okay. A 6? That's like halfies for me.
God damn.
Wow.
Do you roll bennies before you know the results?
No, I mean, I think we've been playing where you can spend a penny after you see the result.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll roll again.
Yeah, I
'cause
mean,
got
that's why the game gives you a button to press, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, you just gotta double check.
Ouch.
Okay, I got lots of bennies. I'm rolled middling with the dice,
Mhm.
so if I roll good, it's
All
possible.
right,
for
there
me to
you
do
go.
well.
Ooh.
Okay, spend some bennies, hit an 8.
I'll
That's
spit.
it.
No, I'm not.
I was gonna say, I was like, Ted, you do have Benny.
No, I'm good. That's
All
for
right.
heroic actions.
Yeah.
Okay. If the attacker wins, the foe is entangled. With a raise, they are bound.
Yeah.
Gina Gershon, the movie Bound.
Yeah. There you go. Anything else for you?
No. Just
All
grab
right.
the doc. Doc, can you
Cornelius?
hear me in there?
Can
Can I? That is a good question. Like, I don't know what my allowables are at this point.
Yeah. You don't get any response to that, Thomas.
Okay. She's turned. She's lost.
Yeah.
Lost to us forever. Cornelius.
Be careful. Be careful saying that so close to Kane. Cornelius, you are up.
Please save us.
Okay, let's try. Okay, so it is a flesh entity that is on her, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Then I'm going to dig into into my pockets with one hand, and draw a sheet of paper from my booklet, and I'm going to whisper to the paper very carefully now. And what I am going to do is change the manipulation, the elemental manipulation to fire. I would like to
Okay.
try to burn the skin of the thing specifically.
Great. Let's Yeah, let's see an attack roll with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hit that plus die so it rolls the raise damage as well.
There we go. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, no
Do
worries.
that. I didn't even think about that much.
All right. That is not to Frank, however, that is to Abby. And
Yes.
yeah, you see the fire hit her, and can smell a little bit of burnt hair, but no other effect.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Um, excellent. Kane, let's see what you got.
I got a little bit of the same thing. I don't want to kill Abigail just
Okay.
yet, so I am trying to cut her loose. Let's my fighting. Do I still have that +2 or no?
No.
Okay, so I just do the straight up fighting. If I'm correct?
That is correct.
Okay, let's do it. 8.
All right. Yeah, let's
My
let's
parry
see
is
that.
2.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's see that damage and roll that plus die so you get the yeah, now we're talking.
Jesus
Yep,
Christ.
just killing Abigail, no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
we are talking. Yeah, you have seen the other attempts, and it gives you some additional insight as to how to approach this thing, and you essentially are, as you're prying this thing free with the knife, you're essentially rolling it back so that as the tendrils reach out, there is nothing for them to grab hold of save for other bits of the flesh jacket itself. And with a little effort and a little time, you are able to pull this thing off of Abigail. Abby, as this thing is pulled off of you, you are once again yourself. So if you would like to spend a penny for that soak roll, you may do so.
I need to. Oh, okay.
You don't have to, obviously.
I wasn't sure if I was taking the damage or if the creature was taking the
Oh
damage.
no, it's all
I
you.
will
Yeah,
It's you.
go ahead
It just
and
managed to separate.
right.
my bad.
That
Once
must include
again,
the
it is
wounds
including
penalty.
the wound penalty.
Yeah.
And I have a -2 status for some reason.
You
It's probably because you're bound.
you're bound,
Yeah.
so you're vulnerable and distracted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That fell.
Okay. Great. Well, the final flesh jacket is dead. Yeah, so we can end combat here. Let's take well, no, it's pretty late. Let's just go. Yeah, so what is the next step for everybody? Abigail's looking pretty bad.
Frantically diving for Abigail to do healing.
Okay.
Like shoving my way past, arm outstretched.
Yeah,
I want to
think.
go ahead and roll a healing to try to help with their healing.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Oh, there's a whole lot of healing going on. All right.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Do you heal all the wounds before I even get there?
Oh no, I'll wait. Abigail's coming out of being controlled by this thing,
Yeah,
but that
it's
is
not
3 wounds.
tactically
You
sound,
cannot
but I'm
heal
trying
now.
to, fix it. Oh, okay. Well, I heal 1. That's like my lowest faith roll.
All right.
You heal 1. I'm assuming I can still ignore 1. So
Yeah,
you should be able to
it'll
ignore
be about
2,
to
right?
run out. Yeah, it's ignore 2.
Yeah.
okay.
That's gonna run out basically. So Holy Symbol would have dropped this round. So that's still running, but will run out. Numb has 1 more round after this. Everybody's gonna be feeling it in a second.
Just enough to not get the fucking raise
Oh,
on both dice. I don't know if that actually. Yeah, okay. It at least applied 1 to me.
Yeah.
I am no longer any of these things.
Right. Excellent.
Oh wait,
All right.
that actually still had me as bound, so that would actually be a 9, which would heal
Okay.
2.
Great.
nice.
If I let you go, can I trust you?
It just
Are
turns
you
into
you?
It just turns into a very aggressive hug.
We're gonna have to peel the rest of this skin off to be sure.
Holy shit.
My
We're just
secret
gonna
is
spin
out.
her.
I too am a robot.
Secret robot.
um.
Damn, that should have been my secret. That's so much better.
Yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been great.
It would have been really fucking fun.
It would have been amazing. Thomas will ask, is there anything we can do for, and I'll point to the dead Judy.
I mean, I'll crawl
I
over,
don't-
feel for a pulse, shake my head.
If any of them are breathing, I can maybe, but I can't fix that.
If you are, yeah, if you're trying to figure out if there's any way to do anything for anyone else that was affected by one of these flesh jackets, weird science, occult. I think that's it.
Just be careful. There's a marking around the neck where they latch on.
Okay. Easy stuff first. Both of the McGillicuddies were enveloped by a flesh jacket. Upon examination, you realize that both of them, as well as the 2 flesh jackets, all dead. That includes the 2, also dead are the 2 flesh jackets that weren't attached to anything that are in the middle of the room, as is the flesh jacket that was just peeled off of Abigail.
Does that include Mr. Brass here?
It does not include Mr. Brass. Mr. Brass was not under the effect, or you can't see any indication that
Yeah,
Mr. Brass.
after I kind of look over these other things, I want to figure out what his fucking deal is.
Okay.
He
Let's
just
put a
don't
pin.
like you.
Let's put a pin in that. We're still
Right.
have some stuff to figure out with what's going on here. Abigail, you would have recalled stories of people that were skinned alive, and that skin was animated to become these flesh jackets. Right? Cornelius, upon hearing that, you recall stories of various cults that do this in an effort to control other people. I also think with that 8, Abigail, you notice that there is a mark on, like a welt on each of these flesh jackets. Yeah, I think that's about all that you notice. Cornelius, what do you want to do with Frank?
Real quick, you said that people use these skin monsters just as fear tactics. Is that right?
No, your recollection is that you have, again, whether or not it's true, you don't know because you haven't personally seen it. But the tales you have read is that there are some cults that will use flesh jackets and send them out in the world to control other people.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay. I understand. Yes.
Right. And so just like clearly they were in control, they were clearly in control of Judy and Greg, right? And at various points were in control of Anita and very briefly Abigail, right? And you seem to recall that, oh yeah, this is a tactic that some cultists have used.
Ugh, creepy. Okay. So with Mr. Frank, I think I'm kind of looking for. I would initially be looking for something that feels occult, but I think
Mhm.
more realistically, I'm probably going to find some gang symbol or something, maybe either from some of the groups we've already bumped into or people we're looking out for, like the Lala Gang, something like that.
Okay.
I want to
Excellent.
know why this guy ran up to me and knifed me twice.
Yeah, make me a notice roll. Well, I can tell you even make me a notice roll, but without the notice roll, dude, that dagger is, or that knife is the weirdest fucking looking knife. If that's not some occultist ritual dagger, like you don't know what the fuck it is.
Like a
Okay.
Chris knife.
Yeah, like it's multiple, like it's virtually non-functional for anything other than inflicting serious damage on someone or something.
Okay. I was gonna like say I unroll my sleeve and like pull my hand into my sleeve to use it as a glove to grab it, but it was in me a few minutes
Yeah.
ago, so I'm just gonna grab it.
Yeah.
Notice roll. Woohoo.
Oh,
Hey.
Yo!
yeah.
Oh.
With that, you notice the following things. One, as you're rifling through his stuff, trying to find anything that might clue you into affiliation or an organization or whatever, you do find a rock in his pocket, and it's relatively flat on one side, and on that flat side, sort of scratched into the rock, are the names Jefferson Stacy Smith. Additionally, as you're going through his stuff and you sort of open his shirt, just looking for anything that'll give you an indication of any sort of affiliation, you see welts on his torso, and you take a step back and it appears to be, looks like this dude's been branded. In fact, it takes a minute or two, but you've seen this brand before. and you turn to Kane, because that's where you've seen the brand before. He has one too.
Okay. Oh. Okay. I think upon that moment, my hand definitely goes over to the healing wound, the magically healing wound, in my side. And looking at the knife, is there anything any dots I can connect with that immediately?
No.
Okay. You just said it was very good at stabbing things.
Yeah, and it's has a really weird curve to it, and it's sort of like double pronged, almost like a snake's tongue, right? And it
Ooh.
clearly, whoever designed it to look more intimidating than it was effective at really anything, certainly anything other than stabbing.
I don't think I even stand up. I just sort of turn where I'm crouched over, and I'll call to Frendel,
Mhm.
and ask for him over here.
Oh, yeah. Abby, you good?
I'm good. I'm good. Go.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, can I get your eyes on this fella?
Mm-hmm.
I struck him hard. And I'll pull back some of his clothes to find those welts that the scar marking, and I'll make that visible to Friendly.
So, for my part, I'm pretty sure I recognize this, right? Because
Yeah.
and the way I met Kane was I was working with, yeah.
Yeah, unless you've suffered a head injury recently, you should recognize
Yep.
this.
Yeah, there is, you watch Friendly's face as he sees the mark, and an uncharacteristic, kind of blankness takes hold before the smile cracks back on, and you realize you're seeing a poker face for the first time. As he goes, yeah, that's something interesting for sure.
In a similar manner, for perhaps the first time, Cornelius looks not nervous, but shaken, fearful, like genuinely, actually scared, rather than the twittery regular nerves.
Do you recognize this kind of injury?
I have seen it before.
Mm. In a much lower voice, he goes, well, I'm leaning towards radical honesty, but you found it. You decide how we play it.
I think it's important he know.
All right, I'm going to press pause on that conversation right now. Meanwhile, inside, the sheriff is pacing back and forth, just mumbling to himself, clearly out of his head, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on here. Anita has grabbed you, Abigail, right? But by the shoulders, and is lightly shaking you, and it's just, are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? Are you okay?
Fine, everything's fine. You feeling okay? We got it off you. You're alive. That's important.
Right, and she's just repeating the question because she's not quite
He's not okay.
Right. She's not fully there either. Kane, can you make
I'm
me
perfectly there. I slapped the crap out of her.
great?
Get
Yeah.
yourself together.
Right. Yeah. That actually does it.
Classic
Right.
1800 doctor's move.
Right. 1800 doctors move or airplane move.
Highly
Kane,
effective.
Kane, could you make me a notice check, please?
I can do that for you.
Yeah. You notice that both of these flesh jackets on the ground have been branded hellhounds.
Oh, that's a nasty look. Is a posse 4 days ago. They're around here. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. Kane's hoping that the last time we was just that got burnt down recently, he's hoping that it was because of them boys. I'm going to try to act like I don't see it because if nobody else says anything, I'm not going to say anything.
Gotcha.
Oh, well, that'll be good because Cornelius will call out to you to show you the corpse out here that has the brand.
I'm gonna like step on it to make sure I don't to make sure it looks a little fucked up. Oh, well, what's going on?
Well, I think we may be in some dangerous territory. And I'll show you the brand on the guy's chest.
Fuck. Bro, they totally stole my fucking thing. Okay, so these are the Hellhounds. These are them boys.
I don't know why that came from you, Kane.
Hope.
Sorry.
Oh my god. We just gotta hope that they're not around. I'm not in good standing with them. So it's friendly here.
I mean, I figured they were all dead or caught.
Yeah, I guess not. It's hard.
I'll show off the rock that he had in his pocket. Either you know a Jefferson Stacy Smith.
Do
And
I know?
just to be clear, it's unclear how many names this is. Each one of those is on a different line, so it's unclear.
Oh, gotcha.
Right, and again, that's not saying one or the other, right? It's just there's enough room for one each. One word, and then the next line down another word, the next line down another word.
I think I will just show that to the two of them as well then.
Hell if I know. Can't tell you. I can't put nothing together.
I only knew like 3 of you.
I'll stow that coin.
Yeah, and I mean, I can say definitively, these are not names that you would recognize as members of the Hellhounds.
Okay.
Do I recognize that as like a type of talisman or charm or something?
Go ahead and make me an occult roll.
All right.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know what this is.
Do you think we
I
should
don't.
be leaving town? And at
Well,
very
it's-
least, maybe talk to Anita about that card she owes you.
Oh, she's giving me that card. But yes, I do believe we should get out of here before more of them come find us.
I'll nod, and then I'll go around to like Joan and Abigail, and Thomas, and anything that they may need to help us leave this town sooner. I'm eager to assist with.
We're just at a ranch, right?
Yep.
But
Well, now that you're calmed, Anita, it's a good thing. It would seem, I think you would agree, Sheriff, that with the previous owners deceased and the bill of sale having been done at some point, Anita should be the rightful owners of the cattle that were in question. It would seem that at least some of these individuals were responsible for the scam to which Anita fell victim.
It takes a minute for the sheriff to stop mumbling to himself. And when he does,
Sheriff.
Sheriff. Sorry, ma'am. Listen, I don't know the fuck just happened here, but these things are clearly from the devil, and ain't no one around to claim this ranch no more. So y'all take whatever you think you're owed, and get your ass out of here, because I'm burning this whole place to the ground.
well,
This is a shop, right? This is a store.
It's got like I know the image itself is from a store, but it's sort of half and half. Like there's shit here that they sell to travelers, but it's not like a full blown. There's a living quarters upstairs, and what they've got here is sort of sparse. It's,
Is there a cash register?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I will just open that right up.
Has anyone checked the bodies of the McGillicuddies for other indicators besides health?
I have not.
I was dealing with Anita.
Okay.
No, I
I'm
did
about
find
to
this.
also deal with Anita.
I did find this shirt that says all I got was this lousy flesh T-shirt.
Nice.
Oh, God,
God, I hated
that's
that
fucked.
was funny to me.
Yeah, really good. I'll check the two of them as well for.
2 more Hellhounds brands.
Yeah, I'll tell you to be careful, just because hey, we don't know, and this is like the flesh stuff is like hidden, but other than that, you do what you do.
Yeah. So just so I might understand, the brand is on the jackets, right?
Every flesh jacket has a Hellhound brand, and the guy who stabbed you, who did not have a flesh jacket on him, has a Hellhound
Gotcha.
brand.
Okay. Thank you for the complete picture. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anything on their persons that is interesting?
Handful of weapons, and some mundane gear. But other than that, the only thing out of the ordinary is this rock with those 3 names on it.
Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do they sell ammunition here? I mean,
Uh,
like, I know nobody's alive to sell it, but like, is there ammunition
there's a handful of ammunition here.
here? Can I take one large pistol bullet?
You certainly can.
Okay, back to 50.
Nice.
Didn't
How
want to
much
get too
is
greedy
in
with
the
it.
register?
Yeah.
I will distribute whatever is in the register to the
Yeah,
rest of the group.
$37.
But there's 7.
Oh, there we go. So there's 6 of us, so $6 each.
Heck yeah.
I'm keeping the spare dollar for my trauma.
Yeah.
Nice.
Of course.
Anita says, just to the group, listen, I can't thank you enough, and I'm so sorry that this went as poorly as it did. I swear, I just thought I was gonna come down here and clear up some confusion. I had no idea that they'd been taken over by these things. But I do appreciate your help. I surely would have been dead, or maybe worse, would ended up like one of them had it not been for y'all. And I do pay my debts. And she reaches into her back pocket and pulls out a jack of clubs. Who does this belong to now?
I'm snatching that fucking card out of her. Knee buckles a little bit as I try to walk away. Still woozy from that fucking injury to my head.
Yeah, that Anita's like, yeah, that checks out. I sure am sorry, mister.
It's us
Stop
that
talking to me. Just stop talking to me.
it's us that's sorry, Anita. We didn't mean to hurt you in all this.
I ain't sorry for shit.
No one was talking to you.
He's sorry. He just don't know it yet.
Fuck.
All right, that time Thomas was. I can't. What are you going to do now, Anita? I mean, obviously there's the cattle to claim.
Well,
Possibly
and
more than you purchased.
well, it doesn't look like there's much cattle here out on the ranch, but I did see a mighty nice horse, 2 of them, in fact. Sheriff, I assume one of those is yours? The sheriff nods. So Anita says, well, so I guess I'm not completely empty. I'll take that horse. I'll ride around on the ranch, gather up whatever cattle's left, and I guess I don't have any choice but to call that even. Really, after the 3 or 4 days I've had, culminating with this, being alive sounds like a win.
You've had a week of wild luck, I dare say.
Yeah, well,
How many cattle did you originally think? I mean, did you purchase?
I bought 40 prime steer.
And how many do you think are actually here?
I don't know. There only seemed to be 3 or 4 that I saw grazing when I came in, but I know it's a big ranch. They might be out a little further, so I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Try not to get hanged again, I guess. I don't know where I was going with this.
Sir, I will do my level best. It's sound advice.
Well, looks like we got to the bottom of this one, gang. Just a common W for me and my friends.
Right.
Yeah, can we leave?
Right. Greg McGillicuddy sits up and says, "I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you crazy cowpoke."
Oh, yeah, I think you can start getting loaded into the cart. It's all nearby.
Yeah.
Longful look at the row of fine new shovels that are going to get burned to the ground.
Yes, you climb into your transport and head out. Anita tips her hat, climbs aboard her horse, heads out into the grazing pastures to try and see how many head of cattle are left that she can claim. And the sheriff is gathering up kindling and whatnot and placing it around the building so that he can soak it with kerosene.
I start bringing us out of town, or sorry, like just on the road, right, leaving the ranch.
Mhm.
After about like 5 or 10 minutes, we'll say, "Does anyone know where we are or where we're going?" Anita was leading us here. Shit. Maybe we can head back before he burns the maps.
Yeah, if you head back, like, place is roaring fire by the time you get back there. But you don't actually get back to the ranch. You head back in that direction, and you get close enough that you can see big plumes of smoke rising above the plains. But you do encounter the sheriff, who just after a brief conversation just says Wichita's that way, and says, "Look, I hope y'all don't take this the wrong way, but I really hope I never see you again." And runs off.
It's weird. We get that more often than not.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame, but it makes sense in this case.
Hey, we got some time before we make it. How about someone tell a story?
I'll kind of look at Kane and try to get a vibe check on if he looks like he's planning on staying quiet or if he wants to maybe talk about what we found.
How you feeling, Kane?
Oh, I think they're muted.
Yeah, you're muted in case you're talking.
Oh, hi.
Oops.
Hi.
No, I am definitely staying quiet about it, and it's like running into, it's like accidentally going into like a bad neighborhood. He's like, ooh, oh, let's just hurry up and get out of here as fast as possible. But I don't think he's comfortable enough to also be like, yeah, I don't want to talk about my bad history with a gang. It's just not my thing right now. And plus, we could have totally avoided this if he decided to not help this woman. It's just
Wait, you
kind of
got
my bad.
bad history with a gang? That was gonna be your story, but now you're not telling it?
Well, I just didn't want to tell you. I didn't even want to tell you. But like, I'm not. I don't want to talk about my bad history with the gang. I know. I
Fair.
already have a reputation. I can't. I don't want to make it even worse by being associated with like the Flesh Skin gang. That's like totally us. I am not saying anything. I'm just
Does everyone in the gang get a jacket, or do you have to earn it? How does it work?
okay. You get like there's like a little 3 week period, and they basically like errand boy the fuck out of you the whole time. But you also have to just go on like the send off missions. Uh, it's just a whole bunch of shit like that. If you survive, you do get a jacket though. You do get a jacket and a really cool brand. So
I
that's
mean,
what
but
you
you
get.
don't get one of those things. Well, you didn't, I think.
No, I got
You
that shit tatted.
right, you do not get a flesh jacket.
Is he wearing his flesh jacket right now?
Yeah, no, totally. I'm just repping my set everywhere.
I
The
mean, I
people I'm
think I
not
would
cool
have.
with.
I think I would have known if you had a flesh monster on you at this point.
Oh
It's
yeah,
been a while.
totally.
I mean, I don't think a flesh monster would be as good a shot as you.
That's what I'm saying. I know I've missed a lot recently. Don't take that into consideration. Think about my history of shots. My efficiency is really good. My output is just poor right now. But
Hey, you
no,
make it when it counts.
you see, you get it. But no, I do not have a flesh jacket. I kind of wish I had one. Would y'all be cool with getting one if we like could totally get one? Anyway,
What?
No,
so
it
no
was
on the flesh jacket.
it was so hard to try to get it off the Doc and Anita.
Right. But what if it's working with us? We get one.
No.
No, that's still a no.
Well, I might actually be all right with it in a sense. If it wasn't a creature of evil, I don't even know if they are creatures, so to speak.
Parts of them.
If it was friendly like, then I suppose I wouldn't mind it specifically.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Cornelius, with your earlier role, right, and working together with Abigail, and Abigail, you two together have put the following together. Flesh jackets are made when a cultist carves the flesh off a willing volunteer.
Ugh. Oh,
Right, a willing living volunteer. Right, the volunteer is kept alive through magical and nefarious means, and the flesh jacket becomes under control. While it's not attached to anything, it's under it. It follows the commands of the cultist who carved it off of the living volunteer, and it is then sent out into the world to do whatever it is that the cultist tells it to do, which almost always is go find a target, usually a specific target, envelop it so that I, the cultist, can now control it.
ew. I love it.
Do you share that with the class?
Yeah.
Mhm.
ooh,
All right, I've changed my mind.
okay, so no, I get it. I totally get it. When it's explained like that, yeah, that's really fucked.
Yeah, I did not know that prior.
Yeah,
Doc,
not really a flippant ritual.
Doc, could you still think on your own? Because you seemed a bit responsive.
I could, and I could hear you. I just couldn't do anything. I couldn't control myself, and I couldn't speak to you, but I could hear you.
Prisoner in your own body.
Particularly horrible, yes.
Also worth saying it. The one that wasn't fleshed up,
It's being
Um,
weird.
he had the mark of the gang, and if
Hey,
those things are controlled by the Hellhounds, then, well, either they're controlled by the Hellhounds, or the Hellhounds are controlled by the same organization what controls the skin jackets.
I think it's likely that that fellow was the one who was maybe the craftsman, or at least the uh, uh, puppet master of the ones we saw. Likely, it's just the case the hounds have a station replacement, or perhaps he was it at that point. Maybe stopped in for wrangling, as was sort of discussed or observed, I suppose. Very good chance, though, I think that the fella that knifed me was also the one who, well, knifed all those other folks. And I'll kind of produce the ritual knife that was on him.
Excellent.
Oh my! Are you hurt? Do you need to be stitched up?
Well, Friendly got me.
Yeah, I
He'll
got it.
pull up his shirt and show off a hole.
Oh,
If you,
I thought I got the whole thing. Shit.
Yeah, it's a pretty big cut.
Has it been less than an hour?
We'll say it's right outside, or right at the end of that 1 hour.
Come here. If you grow a tail, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know about.
can I also make an appearance here?
Uh,
If we're all if we're all getting fixed up, can
yeah.
someone? There's still a big big old hole in the back of my. It's like probably to the white meat down there.
I see that's a success with a raise. Cornelius has grown 2 tails.
I was actually going to say, don't bother using powers for me. I am healed all the way up. And Cornelius would actually point to Kane, who took some bullets.
All right. You want to just move those rolls over to Kane?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, I almost forgot I had a wound on this character, and I forget you get some real fucky shit after an
Yeah.
hour with
Well,
him.
yeah, you had a wound. Yeah, there you go. You are good to go.
It just costs
Oh.
more power points to heal you if it's outside of the
Mm-hmm.
hour. That's all. A lot more power points.
Hey, someone remind me what we're heading to Wichita for?
Meet up with the carnival, right?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
You all right, Mr. Everett?
yeah.
Yeah, just wanted to know what it was we was aiming for.
Well, we've accomplished what we needed to by delivering the letter to Mr. McGee. That just leaves us heading back to the carnival, finding out if there's anything else that Nick needs us to do. This wasn't exactly our most profitable venture, what with $6 each, but is what it is.
Before we're too far out of town, I'm not inclined to stay.
Just to be clear, no town, just a ranch.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Before we're too far away.
Yep.
too far away. Maybe. Kane, do you think it might be worth trying to find where that fella had been camped out? Staying maybe? Might be more things left behind. Might also be more volunteers.
I don't think it would be best for us to go back as of like right now. No.
I'll nod.
Hmm.
All right. So you are riding off into the sunset. Successfully ish having successfully lived another day, resolving what exactly went on with Anita. Well, it's a resolution. Let's see. Joan, I believe you ran the random encounter machine last time. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Thomas, you're up.
I'm so disappointed that on 2 separate occasions I've had like 5 or 6 bennies, and this is now I'm rolling and I only have 2.
Devastating.
All right.
Yeah,
In
it
addition
truly-
to that
truly
line
devastating.
3, what 2 lines would you like to purchase with your bonus?
I'll just do 2 and 4, right? That's
Great.
all horizontals.
Yep. All the horizontal ones.
Yeah, I'll spend my 2 burners. And then do I click it or you click it?
I just clicked it.
Okay.
All right. Excellent. We will find out what that means next week. Well done,
Woohoo.
everybody.
Mhm.